In specialty coffee, I like tools that create consistency. And it's been a real game changer for us in terms of training. It cuts out so much noise. My name is Rowan. I'm the head trainer for Phil and Sebastian. We're currently at our Seaton location cafe. I'm responsible for training all of our new staff and for all things quality control and coffee culture. My first impression of unpacking the Ceado grinders and getting them set up at our cafe was heavy duty and solid construction. I've set up a lot of grinders in my time. I could immediately tell that this was something that was going to be something to be reckoned with. I think sometimes when you deal with enough coffee equipment, you can kind of tell if something is cheap or something is going to bend or break, and you already make a mental note of that it's going to be a fragile piece, and nothing really on the grinder seemed out of place, and I was excited to get into it. I don't even really have to mention thermal problems, heating up problems with this grinder, because it just doesn't exist. So that's an entire topic I can just say. In specialty coffee, I like tools that create consistency. I really like grinders that deliver a consistent product. And this is what we're getting with this grinder here. It's just a very consistent product. And it's been a real game changer for us in terms of training. It cuts out so much noise. In my job, I do a lot of training. I'm the head trainer. Me and Benjamin, we take everyone from having no experience at all to someone that has been working for 10 years in the coffee industry. So I deal with all sorts of people. I found something that really sets this grinder apart is just that you don't have to worry about all the context. We don't find ourselves having to redial quite that often with this grinder. I've used many grinders in my coffee career, ranging from the very cheap ones to the very expensive ones. You have the same headaches that you have with every grinder, that you have changes in humidity, changes in temperature that you are still having to work around as a barista. But we do not ever have to really worry about temperature stability. It just seems to completely cut that out. So by comparison, we find ourselves only really having to adjust the dial when we're switching coffees, when we're switching batches, but overall just significantly less than usual. Maintenance on a daily basis with this grinder has been a dream. This is probably my favorite part about this grinder. I'm teaching people all the time about maintenance, about how to take care of your tools, and it makes a huge difference for some grinders how often you clean them and how you do it. So anything that reduces the chance of someone breaking a grinder is really appreciated. The fact that with this grinder, you just simply loosen one screw to clean out your chute has been phenomenal. They've really made some very smart decisions with this grinder, very solid construction, and I really appreciate the ease of maintenance with this grinder. I would describe the espresso quality that we're getting out of this grinder as leaning towards more acidity and sweetness. For context with other grinders that we've had, sure, some grinders have given us contextually more body and more texture, but with this grinder, what's really nice has been the increased sweetness that we've got with our grinders. It's a very good match for our coffee because we want to celebrate sweetness and we want to celebrate the brightness out of our coffees. So that's been really nice to have a tool that kind of matches up with our coffee. Obviously, a lot of that is due to the burr selections, and I know there's different burrs that are coming out for the grinders that are going to be optimized for different things. But out of the box, I found nice sweet shots that really cut milk through really well and are really well suited for an everyday kind of a coffee. The grinder's noise level hasn't really affected our cafe operations at all. Cafes can be pretty noisy anyway. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's people laughing, having a good time. And that being said, I've certainly been around grinders that have really been quite disruptive. This grinder just kind of fades right into the background. It's very quiet. For the performance that you're getting out of the grinder, the noise is minimal. I haven't noticed it at all. Obviously, espresso grinders are a core part of our specialty coffee industry. Without a grinder, we wouldn't really be able to make our coffee. So for something that is so essential to our industry, it is very surprising how little innovation there is in the field. So it's very nice to see that there has been some very meaningful steps taken here with this grinder. I think that it would be a very easy choice for us to consider another one of these grinders for if we are going to open them at the cafe, just because of the excellent experience that we've had. In addition to that, our ability to get help and pass on feedback on this grinder and get immediate help with any problems that we have has also been really, really nice. So I've got really nothing but good things to say.